Yeah. Time to pull that mask off. You say, let's talk about it. Okay, let's talk. We see you, Shelly. Whole empire built on fraud. Yeah. Shelly screaming save kids, but she groomed a teen, creeping around the schoolyard like she Jeffrey Epstein. Started on Allie at 13, locked her up in control by 15, trapped, kidnapped, body, mind, and soul. Hypnosis sessions got her mind hijacked. You broke her down, it's a cold hard fact. Split her whole mind and built Allie as an altar, acting like a savior while you mentally assault her. Projection tactic, accuse what you do. Mirror don't lie when it points back at you. Cult math simple, fear plus pain. Silence the critics, rewire the brain, yeah. Allie your puppet, but her timeline don't flow. Stealing other people's trauma for your own sick show. Taking stories from survivors, it's a whole charade. You profit off pain that real victims paid. One day she say this, next day she flip. Couldn't keep the story straight, cause it's not legit. Now Shelly gotta read it from a script, but the line's not hers. Borrow pain, borrow tears, borrow words, yeah. Say save children chant on cue, but every close friend got a rap sheet too. Ask me how I know, we already do. Receipts on deck, and they all point to you, yeah. Mama isn't Shelly, daddy's ain't no Hawkshaw. Name's not Allie Carter, it's Tory Outlaw. Timeline twisted, lies fall out of order. Receipts too heavy, truth spilling like water. Talking about a pimp when the truth's more sick. Shelly the one who's been pulling the trick. Every mask cracks when the lights get bright. Truth cut deep, it don't need no hype, yeah. The game exposed, no place left to hide. You built a fake kingdom on a wave of lies. Fraud runs deep, but the truth runs deeper. You ain't no savior, just a predator keeper. Yeah. Time to pull that mask off. You say, let's talk about it. Okay, let's talk. We see you, Shelly. Whole empire built on fraud. Yeah. Shelly screaming save kids, but she groomed a teen, creeping around the schoolyard like she Jeffrey Epstein. Started on Allie at 13, locked her up in control by 15, trapped, kidnapped, body, mind, and soul. Hypnosis sessions got her mind hijacked. You broke her down, it's a cold hard fact. Split her whole mind and built Allie as an altar, acting like a savior while you mentally assault her. Projection tactic, accuse what you do. Mirror don't lie when it points back at you. Cult math simple, fear plus pain. Silence the critics, rewire the brain, yeah. Allie your puppet, but her timeline don't flow. Stealing other people's trauma for your own sick show. Taking stories from survivors, it's a whole charade. You profit off pain that real victims paid. One day she say this, next day she flip. Couldn't keep the story straight, cause it's not legit. Now Shelly gotta read it from a script, but the line's not hers. Borrow pain, borrow tears, borrow words, yeah. Say save children chant on cue, but every close friend got a rap sheet too. Ask me how I know, we already do. Receipts on deck, and they all point to you, yeah. Mama isn't Shelly, daddy's ain't no Hawkshaw. Name's not Allie Carter, it's Tory Outlaw. Timeline twisted, lies fall out of order. Receipts too heavy, truth spilling like water. Talking about a pimp when the truth's more sick. Shelly the one who's been pulling the trick. Every mask cracks when the lights get bright. Truth cut deep, it don't need no hype, yeah. The game exposed, no place left to hide. You built a fake kingdom on a wave of lies. Fraud runs deep, but the truth runs deeper. You ain't no savior, just a predator keeper.
You can't make this shit up. What's going on, y'all? This your boy Great Vibes on 10 for the win. Good to see y'all on this great evening. I hope y'all had a great day today. I know I have, and I really hope that your families are doing well, your marriages is doing great. I hope that everyone had a productive day on today, including myself. So let me give a few shout outs real quick while we get the TikTok group in here. So everybody that's on YouTube, let's see, Fat Boo, I see you. Thank you so much for coming to the live. Maria, I see you. Edie, good to see you coming in. Randy, it's always good to see you. Jamie, it's good to see you. November Rain, it's good to see you. Cajun Baby said, hey, at a ball game, but listening in. Thank you so much for coming in. Chemtrail Hater, what's going on, Chemtrail? Good to see you. Jamie, it's good to see you. Brenda J, It's good to see you, and everybody else that's coming in. Kitty Shaw, I see you. Astro Man, I see you. Let's see, Nikki, it's good to see you. Kitty Shaw, is good to see you. Man, y'all coming in deep over here on YouTube. Grace, it's good to see you. Let's see who we got on TikTok. Victoria, good to see you. Pina, it's good to see you. Lily Rose 45 is good to see you. Shakira, good to see you. Philly 1776 Freedom said Epstein files. Um, Tizzy, how you doing? Good to see you. Christy, good to see you. So everybody's coming in. Let me know that you're watching. All right. Let me know that you're watching. November Rain, thank you so much for that. Maria, thank you so much for that. Let me give a few shout outs real quick. Brenda McLeod, good to see you. Lily Rose, is good to see you. Stephanie Hall, is good to see you. Miss Outlaw, I see you in the building. Sherry Vooper, is good to see you. Thank y'all so much for the love back. Tizzy, busy, Tizzy, it's good to see you. Cajun Babe said, I'm getting called out on my Facebook page. Thought you was supposed to go live. I did, but I will again. Sorry, I have kids. People don't realize that we have families also. So sometimes we have to schedule around the families. But eventually in the future, y'all, and hopefully soon, I will start having certain times I will go live and y'all will know way ahead of time. All right. So Nikki, good to see you. Maria, good to see you. You said I came across to give some love here too. Well, thank you so much for doing that. I really appreciate the love that everybody is doing on tonight. So thank y'all, Sparkling Sad. Say, I hope you're feeling for real today. Feeling today, GV. I guess that's frugal, fruitful. Let's see. And I'm not talking about fruitful like the rainbows. Everything is just colorful everywhere. I think about a month ago I did a live with we was dealing with Tori, and something came out about the rainbow community. So we started talking about a whole fucking school, because she said something happened at a school, and man, I did a whole skit right with that. And let me give y'all an update on my son real quick while everybody's coming in. So last night I told you all that my son got in trouble at school. 6 years old, got in trouble at school because he decided that him pissing was much more important than the boy in front of him pissing. So the boy was pissing in a urinal, and my son decided to pull down his pants and just have his stain out everywhere, and just push the boy out the way while he was in the middle of peeing. And the boy turned around while he was peeing and just pissed all over the teacher. He looking at the teacher and he just pissing all on her. He, like, common sense would tell you, right, to clap it shut. But the boy is 6. So I guess in his mind, if it's flowing, just let it flow. Let it flow. That 6-year-old boy let it flow. And just the teacher was just getting, I'm talking about hammered. But while the teacher was wiping her face and she was still getting hit with the piss, the little boy is trying to tell her that my son, pushed him out the way. But the teacher couldn't respond to him to address the situation, because while he talking, he's still pissing all in her face. So so the minute she opened up her mouth to say something, he got her all in her mouth. The minute she tried to address my son, I'm talking about mouth full of piss. So by the time she was done wiping off, my son just looked around, zipped up his pants, and went, washed his hands and went back and sat down. Just sat down. So my son sit down in the chair, right? So imagine me, I'm my son, right? I'm sitting in my chair away from my classwork. My teacher is still in the bathroom trying to figure out what the fuck just happened. So I'm my son, and then I'm going to pretend like I'm the teacher finna address my son. Junior, there you go. Do you realize what you just did? No. I'm calling your fucking parents right now. Don't you? Do you see what you have done, Junior? Matter of fact, you come with me. Come here. Snatched his ass up and called me. Snatched my son smooth out of his chair. So we got the call. I waited till he got home. And I said, yeah, it's all about you, huh? So that was a tough conversation to have, right? Because, I mean, what should I say as a parent, as a father? If you gotta pee, like, don't pee, right? I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what to I don't know what to tell him, right? So I'm just looking at my son. I'm looking at my son, and my son just looking at me, right? Because he know that he's thinking he's about to get his ass whooped, right? Like he like daddy finna hand it to me. So I'm just looking at him, but I'm trying to hold my laugh in, cause like he just pissed. He peed, but it's skipping because he had to go. So what would y'all do in a situation like that, right? I mean, I can't replace his teacher's clothes because, you know, she had green shit all over her. Because that boy, the way he peed on the teacher, I don't know what he ate for breakfast, but it came all through his piss. So parents, let this be a learning lesson. I'm going to show y'all how I'm going to deflect this shit. Let this be a learning lesson. Feed your kids some healthy food, so if they decide to piss on the teacher, the piss will be like a clear color instead of olive green and dark brown and shit. You need to take your son to the emergency room. See, honestly, the teacher, what the teacher don't know, the teacher actually almost saved that boy's life and didn't even know it. Like, right? I'm just saying. I deflect the hell out of that shit. I'm just saying. Holly, I see you. I see you on your real page, Holly. So yeah. I appreciate it. So that's enough with that. Let's go ahead and get started. So thank y'all so much for coming in. Thank y'all so much for coming in, man, supporting your boy. All right, y'all, let's get started. So once again, this is the part 2, the continuation from yesterday. So I would like to finish this out so we can address the video she dropped on yesterday. So we're going to go ahead and finish this out. Y'all sit back, relax, and watch your boy Great Vibes. Be Great Vibes, all right? Because in the video she did on yesterday, she addressed your boy Great Vibes. She didn't call my name, but she addressed your boy Great Vibes. And I definitely got to handle that shit. All right, y'all, let's continue. Let's go. Sit back, cut your phone up, cut your Bluetooth up, get some popcorn. If you got some tea, grab some tea, and we about to get this shit. You said you was here on time. Amy, good to see you. She said I was here on time this time. Thank you so much for showing up. All right, let's go. Let's unmute this. Let's make sure that everybody has audio. Because I don't want to double feed the live. All right.
Today, through the evil hands that we're talking about. God gave us a stage, and we about to stand on it. And I'm honored to say that we are her live guests for her podcast. Everybody that's listening, you got to pick a side. We know there's an army all over the place. Jennifer Hines, I love you. Thank you so much. No matter how many people torture your name, they try to say whatever they're going to say. You've been harassed and stalked. You know, if it was just about me, it would have been just about me. But the second that they started bringing other people into it, the second that you started posting up minors, the second that you started harassing, stalking, doxing, going after people, that's when you become just a soulless liar. There's something wrong with you. There's no help for you. I understand that, but a lot of people don't understand that. So many people have been stalked, harassed, threatened, followed. For what? Because you said I stand for the truth about the children? Because you stand next to me?
Man, if this woman say, if she say anything about a child one more time, I'ma just take this studio and rip it apart. I don't know about you all. I'm so tired about her talking about kids, period. Like children. That don't need to come out of her mouth no more. Ain't nobody talking about the kids. She just need to stop. Jim, how you doing? She just need to stop. All right? Let me tell y'all something on TikTok. All right? Yesterday was amazing. All right? It was amazing. Now, to protect the platform, TikTok, not YouTube, I need y'all to make sure y'all hit the daily live goal on today, like y'all did on yesterday. And also, if you haven't sent your daily heart meet, go ahead and send your daily heart meet. All right? Yesterday, y'all was on top of it. That's why the live they get taken down. And TikTok pushed it out. So when y'all are active, it's gonna TikTok is going to get push this in front of more people. But it's from the help of you all. So be active. Like the live, tap the screen, share it out. Make sure you hit the live goal. Make sure y'all hit the daily heart meet. Be active. All right. Yesterday y'all did amazing, and I really appreciate that. Shout outs on TikTok, YouTube. Y'all always in the corner. Y'all always in the corner. Look at Nikki already showing out. Nikki is already showing out. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat on YouTube. Thank you so much, Nikki. Shout outs to Nikki, Lowry, Mike Lowry. No, that's Lavery. My bad, Nikki. God damn it, shit. Nikki Lavery. Nikki Lowry, Lavery. Nick. Thank you, Nikki. I'm just calling you Nikki. Thank you so much, Nikki. Appreciate it. All right. So far, let me give a shout outs to Pugs McGee, Tammy, thank you so much. Maria, thank you so much. Michelle, good to see you, thank you so much. Celeste Reed, good to see you, thank you so much. Nikki Quick, thank you. Miss Kitty, thank you so much. Pandora, thank you so much for the roses. Nikki again, thank you so much for the popular. Pandora, thank you so much. Nikki again, Peanut, all of y'all, thank y'all so much for pushing out the live. Tony, thank you so much for the damn. How many popular she throwing? Okay, what y'all just see Tony did, I don't know if y'all know this. This right here, what she just did with the populars, it helped put us in the rankings with the most popular live. Right? Studying this shit. It helped put us in the rankings. When we get in the rankings, TikTok is going to push us out even further. All right? So when y'all see some of these lives with like 10, 20, 30,000 people, it's because they are being proactive. Right? If y'all want this voice to get out or this message to get out, it's the help of you all. Help push it out. Nikki did a prime example of it. Not Nikki, Nikki too, but Tony did a prime example of it. All right? So Peanut, thank you so much. Peanut is on top of it. Michelle is on top of it. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate it. There you go right there. I appreciate it. All right, let's continue. Who did that with that freaking, who did that? Peanut again, thank you so much with the that right there. George, you said Gigi, you said me too. Appreciate it, Gigi. Thank you. All right, let's go. Let's continue, y'all.
Because just forget me for a second. Just push me out the equation. We're still talking about the children. No matter if you believe me or not, you don't have to believe me at all. That's fine. I don't need your belief.
No,
if you don't believe me, we're still talking about the children.
What children? Listen, can somebody please tell me, drop it in the chat right now. What children is she speaking of? What, please, can somebody, I know I'm stumbling over my words, but this is really messing with me. What children is she speaking of if she never been around any children? If we never seen this woman hand in hand going to any type of, like during the holidays, let's see if we could visit some orphanages, right? Let's see if we can visit some Catholic communities that have foster kids, right? Let's see if we can do an outreach ministry so we can kind of help out, give back to the children, to where you are around actual children. We know why you can't be around children, but you keep talking about kids. What children is she talking about? Can somebody please tell me? Drop it in the chat. Children of the Corn. She probably talking about those. YouTube, can y'all please help me out? What children she speaking of? TikTok. Please, somebody help me. You said they haven't done any holiday shit either. If she keep talking about the children, what about the children? Y'all seen back that I went live for maybe about 15 minutes because I was trying to help, protect some of the identity of the smaller children that we had at the event. The back to school drive went live for about 15 minutes, and that line was long. It was I'm talking about that line was long. So we went out there to help support that. Right, I went live and I showed y'all we was in the hood, right? But and I'm gonna tell you, let me say this. Let me say this. Let me talk to my let me talk to my colored people real quick. And if you got someone that's collecting clothes, shoes, school supplies, they're taking all of these clothes, I'm talking about hundreds of items, they're taking it back to their place of residence, washing them, cleaning them, ironing them, cleaning up the shoes, and bringing it to an event, bringing these items to an event and say, hey, all this stuff is free. We already earned it for you. We already cleaned up all these shoes. Everything in here is free, because we know that sometimes it could be a little, difficult, or some of us, we could find ourselves in a difficult area with finances to, help out to purchase back to school uniforms or clothes for our children. I'm sitting here. The line is wrapped around the building. Had the little blow up bouncers and everything for the kids. Hey, mommy, look at us. Bouncing on the air bouncers, and the line is going down the street. And then it was people in their cars lined up going down the street. Now we're in the hood. Why, when we open up the doors to start letting people in? This is when I cut the camera off. Because I'm hearing it. Let people in into this facility. The parents started complaining. My child can't fit this. Now, remember, everything is free. Y'all got anything else better? Are y'all hearing me? This all y'all got? Everything in there is free. But you complaining. That's why sometimes I find it very challenging to, when you go out in the community and try to give back, you still have people complaining in front of their children. Like, my goodness, the stuff is free. We ain't charged to own it. Everything, you had your kids out here bouncing, the food, the snacks, right? The refreshables in there, everything, drinks, water, snacks, everything was free. And you got more than 100 people that's like, and y'all in here complaining. God damn. God damn, complaining. Hold on. I mean, just. But anyway, let me get off that. So I talked about that to say this here. You know, she keep on talking about some kids, but what kids is she talking about? But anyway, let's continue.
We're still talking about the children that are in your area that are missing right now that you didn't get an Amber Alert for. You didn't hear their name on the news. Have you seen their parents throwing a fit? No. And how many of them are missing? In your area right now. Have you checked? Where's the Amber Alert system? Where was any type of notification that they were gone? How long have they been gone and no one has said a damn thing? Do you notice that? Someone has to stand for the children. Everybody wants something to be angry about. Be angry about the fact that Epstein's list is nothing compared to the buyers. The buyers that are still buying children and animals. The buyers that are still torturing.
It's amazing how you still taking you start talking about the E guy, you right? You still talking about the E guy in this list. You already alleged that you was part of, you was on his island because you remember some big clocks. Those were your words, right? You remember some big clocks, right? I want to cuss so bad, y'all. I want to cuss so bad. You say, oh yeah, thank you, Jazzy G. That's what I was about to say. Why are you talking about animals? They are buying, right, little people and animals. What this got to do with you? I scoured the internet, right? I scoured the internet looking for another, trafficking survivor. And that speaks this language like you're speaking. And I still haven't found anyone yet. I got real survivors DMing me, calling you out. And they want to come on here and interview. And out of respect for them, I said the only way I would like to interview you, Tori will have to be here. Allie, that y'all know, right? Her name is Tori. Allie will have to be here. And I would like you to do that to her face. I want you to hear her stories and her hear your story. But you know what? She's not going to do it. There have been several times I have invited this young lady to come on this panel and let's have a conversation. Also, if she did that, I would never, ever do another live about her. If she did that, whether she's lying or telling the truth. Just come on here and let's have a conversation. Tori, if you do that, I won't ever utter another word about you. I will move on with my next topics. Because to be quite frankly, I'm tired of talking about this shit. But I made a promise to your biological mother. That's why I'm still talking about it. To keep my promise to her. You said her ass Shelly needs to come on. You damn right.
Sodomizing and abusing children. And I'm not talking about just the top and the elite.
Let me answer the question. It's I can never say it's Rhea. She asked why Kirk is in the background. For everybody that's coming in, let me explain to y'all why Kirk is in the background. That's what this live is about. She said in this video clip that we're watching that the same people that was after him is the same people that's after her. And she's because she did this on Thursday. She was able to tie what Kirk been through what happened with Kirk, right? Charlie Kirk. She was able to tie her story in with his. That's why I have him up here.
I'm talking about your trash man, your doctors, your corrupt teachers, your corrupt judges, your corrupt side of the military. There is a double side to everything. Everything. You've seen it. You know that. How many ways do we need to see it? How many times are we going to sweep it back under the rug, put your head in the sand, saying, it's too scary, I can't. Would you say that to the face of a child that's going through this right now? You know, everybody wants to holler, give us the list, and then what? And then what? Do you know who you're bucking at to ask them to give you that list? Do you know who you're challenging to give you that list? Do you know who you're yelling at? Do you know who you're fussing at? Do you know what bear you're poking? Do you know what war you're in? When you ask somebody to hand you the list and the truth about the Epstein case?
Tori, what list are you speaking of? Do anybody know what list she's talking about? Y'all, what list is she talking about? Can somebody please tell me what list is she speaking about? I'm going to tell you right now. I know she's talking about that list, but is she saying that she has the actual list? That's where I'm getting. And I ain't talking about the list that, you know, that the Republican Party put out, right, some months back when they released it, and I went live about that, right? And when I put the list up on the screen, you know, some stuff didn't look right. I said, y'all look at some stuff wasn't looking right, right? But I know she ain't talking about that list. And somebody said the altered list. Yes, the altered list. Is she talking about that list, the same list everybody else got? Diana says, so I'm going to ask my doctor if they're on the list too. She said, no, she's saying people are asking her the list of perpetrators. Okay. All right.
Do you? That's your government. That's your Department of Justice.
Okay.
Unfortunately. That's your Attorney General.
Okay, this is funny, y'all. The reason why I pause a video like this is because what she's saying could get me flagged. So if you haven't followed the channel yet, go ahead and follow the channel TikTok. Also, if you haven't sent your daily like me, go ahead and hit that daily like me. And also, we have a daily live goal that needs to be completed before the end of tonight. All right. So we just need 19 more people to hit that daily live goal. All right. When y'all do that, TikTok is not going to mess with the live. All right. That's how we get around that. All right. Because I'm tired of getting banned and shit. We don't get 20 minutes into the live, and guess what? The live get taken down. But when y'all active, TikTok they leave us alone. All right. So she just mentioned something about the DOJ. Y'all, did she say, who just did that? Did she say, Tammy, thank you so much for the big ass dog? Did she say she got she's in close communications with somebody at the DOJ that she's speaking with? Did she say that yesterday? Now she's telling y'all to don't trust the DOJ. But she said that she's in connections with somebody at the DOJ. Did she not say that? Now she's saying don't trust the DOJ. Yesterday somebody said the Department of Junkies. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Right? That's why I tell people, you gotta listen to what she's saying. Listen, just if you sit back, if you believe this young lady, and you just sit back and just listen and get your fucking emotions out of this shit, you will hear inconsistencies everywhere. Anybody that follows this platform, y'all know I supported this young lady 100%. Now, did I give anything? No. But I supported her claims around August of last year. I did. I was pushing for Allie, right? Save the kids. Justice for Allie, right? I'm doing lives about this, right? Right? I'm posting her videos. I'm like, can somebody please find this girl? Shit. Because we need to save this young lady. Milko's, good to see you, partner. Mercury, good to see you in the building. Until it took me about a week, maybe about a week and 2 days. And I was just listening. And I was just listening. And I was just listening. Some people said that they started having doubts when she mentioned something about Tupac. That wasn't me. What got me was when, and I've said this several times, when she started talking about these baby farms. That what got me. I'm like, I'm looking at this young lady. She's saying what, y'all know the video when she's talking about the baby farms. She got the black backdrop, and her hair was like a dark color, like a blackish color, curled up, and her head was tilted to the side while she was talking, and she was looking like this right here. And I'm listening. I'm like, baby farms. I'm like, based on how she was explaining it, I was like, you made it out of that? Then I'm looking at her appearance. I was like, you ain't got a mark on you nowhere. And then when she talked about she was in the container, and she watched all these other kids get, dealt with and unalived. And when she said she was, moved to Russia, and I know when you're in that industry, they stamp you that you're their property. You get tattooed. She had a body outfit on, and I'm looking. I was like, this girl ain't got no tattoo on her. I don't see no bruises, no marks, no indication that she was in the streets. That's when I started to do my research. That's right, being resilience, you said it, being branded. That's when I started to do my research. And that's when I pulled back. And I said, wait a minute, y'all, something about this ain't sounding right. And that's when I flipped the script. Right? Peanut, thank you so much for that. For the case. I really appreciate that. That's when I started second guessing. And when I started to listen to more and more and more of her claims, I said, oh, okay, I see what's going on here. And then that's because I didn't know nothing about Shelly. So I'm like, who is this white woman that's with her? Because she keeps saying her mother. And I was like, okay, well, hell for you, black. Who is this white woman? Because I know you didn't come out of her. Now, I know melanated people can have babies that look Caucasian, right? We call them albino, right? So I know melanated people can do that, but no, not Caucasian. Ain't no Caucasian person finna push out a black ass baby. Maybe a mixed baby, but not no black ass baby. So I started listening to Shelly. And I was like, hold on. MK Ultra. I ain't never heard of no MK Ultra. Milkos, once again, thank you so much for the $9 super chat coming in strong. Milko says support for GV and his team carrying on the good work. Man, brother, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. TikTok, y'all see it right here. This is the YouTube chat, just to let you know. So as I was listening more to Shelly, like MK Ultra. So I hit up my partner. I was like, brother, no, I didn't hit up my partner first. I hit up my sister. And I asked her, because she retired military. And I said, hey, tell me something about this MK Ultra. the stuff she told me, she was like, no, not in this time, right? So she got her husband to come in the living room with her. He also retired military. So he was like, yeah, not in this time, right? Black folks don't have these conversations about some fucking MK Ultra. And I'm just being real, y'all. This is not a racial conversation. I'm just telling it like it is. In our neighborhoods, we don't talk about no fucking MK Ultra. What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that? Right? We ain't, you listen, you don't have Junebug pulling up to the fucking family barbecue in his 76, in his DeVille, you know what I'm saying? In them hot ass sandals and talking about, hey, what's going on, nephew? Hey, nephew, let me holler at you. Let me holler at you for a minute. Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. I know he finna beg, but he finna he finna be begging. No, he finna, everybody tuck your chains in, put your wallets up. I can't give you no cash, man, listen, unless you got change for $1,000 bill. Oh, shit, they making those now. Yeah, I got $1,000 bill, so can you change that? Hey, nephew, you know it ain't like that, man. Ha, 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 ha. The fuck? That's why I don't never show up to the family barbecue. Because Junebug always begging. So I'm just saying, we don't have those conversations, never heard of it.
That's your presidents. That's all the buyers. That's the predators. That's their workers. That's their demons. Do you know who you're bucking at? All of them. So
did she just say what I thought she just said? Well, okay, I'm not going to replay it, right? Because we don't want to get banned. Let's continue. God damn.
no matter if you believe me or not, this is your word too. Because would it be okay with you if it happened to you or your kid? Someone's got to do it. We're going anyways. I'm not scared to go. We're going anyways. With all the threats that you can see on the screen, we're going anyways. Now, with all the threats that you're seeing, now you know which way to look. Because I'm not inciting any violence. They do that, enough of that, right? Y'all do enough of that for everybody else. I didn't post any kids. People are posting other people's children. I've gotten the honor to be a dance teacher, a cheer coach in my time of healing. It has been an honor to say that I have been able to teach special needs children of all ages. I worked with a really big autism and Down syndrome company for a little bit, and it was the best thing I've ever done. I love what I do, and I didn't need any extra money for it. I was actually giving parents money back because, some people need that therapy more than they need a transaction. So I understand that. I've been there. I was at that point where I just needed somebody to see me, to let me just be. I'm a dance teacher of all ages, and I don't have any kids because the people that ruined my body, I can't hold any kids in my body myself. So I've never had any children. And if there were any children, it was under the age of 14 in the custody of the soulless creatures that you see now. Because over the age of 14, my shit's like a tattered blanket. And I thought that I would never be able to say that out loud because I used to beat the hell out of myself thinking that I could never be a woman to somebody to say that I can't have kids. because that, to me, I wanted to be able to have a mini me. But then I look at my situation and the way that my mom handles things, and there's so many kids that need parents, that need love, that need somebody to step in. I know so many of you that sit here have been that stand-in parent where another parent failed, where another parent couldn't do what they were supposed to do, where they couldn't be a parent. So many of you understand where you've had to step in and tear down walls because of the people before you that built them. And you get just as bruised, battered, and broken on those walls trying to help those little human beings. I know you know. So take a second and think to yourself, what about the other children? Everybody is, oh, that's sad. Okay, so what are you going to do about it? Because who can we call? Right now, we're still waiting on people to uncover accounts because there's people who sit behind fake accounts and make all these things in comments. They weaponize all these people to hurt people, like you see on these comments. What are you going to do about those people? The people who are celebrating the death of a father, a husband, a brother, no matter what happened, that's wrong. Do you see the evil? Do you see the demons raging? Yes or no? Are y'all there? Do you see it? Do you feel it? What are you going to do about it? Because we're going anyways. And we thank you for those of you who are ready to go to war with us and standing anyways. You know, when it's not slander when it's truth. It can't be slander when it's true. You know that, right? You can't be slandering something when that's actually the facts. The internet is forever. I recant nothing that I have said on this internet. But I think some people have forgotten that the internet is forever.
Just because you erase your messages or your Telegram or the things that you sent, or if you've used a burner phone, it still links to you.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people don't realize that.
Our technology has evolved into something crazy.
And I think everybody that's ran the slander campaign for the last almost a year, they get each other riled up and they start shit talking and then they start making threats, and I don't think they realize they have to go back. And I urge all my enemies, go back to December, January when you started all this and go listen to the hours and hours and hours of slander. You guys might be surprised at how many bodily threats of harm you all have made.
So what happens? I have a question. What happens when people like this have weaponized so many people since December? We're in September. What happens when somebody with a loose screw sees us on our way to this venue?
You know that tracks right back to you, right?
What happens? I'm asking you. I really want to know from you. I don't know if you could put it in the comments if you're going to get blocked by Meta, because we have a man, and I send my condolences. Have I said that? I'm so sorry to his wife. I am so sorry that you have to break that news to your kids. I am so sorry that you may be standing alone and she's getting so many messages that I know that woman is probably overstimulated and overwhelmed. But I send my condolences to that family. But when you think about this, who plotted that situation? Who? Let's break this down as an army. Yeah? Who plotted that situation? Comments? Interactive portion? Who plotted it? Someone had to have a conversation to carry this out. Someone had to have hatred in their heart that bad to take that man out. So who plotted that? Y'all understand what I'm saying? Are you there? Can you hear me? Y'all alright? Someone said the government. Who plotted that? It was a sacrifice, yeah, to somebody, but who? Do you understand what I'm saying? We hear you. Okay. So now, as you're looking at some of the evil things that's going on, how do you think that panned out after somebody weaponized somebody to do what they did to Virginia Giuffre, Jan, Nancy Schaefer, Charlie Kirk, and the list goes on? Who do you think encouraged whoever took that shot that was just heard all around the world? Now, do y'all not see this? So if something happens to us, you can look straight towards all these people. If someone finally uncovers these accounts, I don't care who you are. We'll find out. And when we find out, you will be just as hated as the predators and pedophiles that we speak of. You know that saying, they won't be able to walk down the street? It's coming for a lot of people. Because if you found out who plotted to take that shot, the same way who plotted to take Virginia away, then what? What are you going to do about that? Are you just going to let that person walk right past you? That's what blows my mind too. There's somebody who, there's families of children that know about what's going on, and one of the predators are able to walk right past them in the same city. Not one movement.
You talking about the same one that's sitting in the car next to you?
I don't understand that. What are you waiting for? Not one movement from authority, not one movement as parents, not one movement. Why not? What are you waiting for? Do you guys see what we're talking about? Like, I'm trying to understand, because we won't, unless we have an interview to do with someone in these next 2 weeks, 16, 15 days, you won't see us again until we're walking into this venue. Because we're trying to get there. So I just have a few questions before anything else happens. We're getting ready to release some footage from A to Z Part 2. But I can't wait till you see some of these threats, because I want you to think about it. Who plots these type of things? If something happens to me, is that when everybody gets loud? Question, serious question. Because a lot of you already are screaming and shouting and won't stop. But some of you are waiting for a death to be like, say their name. Why couldn't you say it while they were alive? Why couldn't you get up while they were alive? The message that we carry is about the children. Why isn't anybody that angry about the children? You know, we just asked everybody to start doing the where's the children.
This is what I'm confused about, y'all. Again, she keep talking about ain't nobody angry about the children. And I'm going to say this again. Not once she said anything about her children. Tori, you keep talking about the children. Where are your children? And I'm going to keep posing. Every time you ask about that, I'm going to keep asking you, where are your children? All right? Where are your children? The ones you had.
Like a challenge. I challenge you to ask yourself, instead of asking for names that we all know, instead of asking for the list that we've already seen, instead of asking our government for things that we know we're not going to get, start asking them where the children are. I'm not just talking about the children that went to the Epstein Islands. I'm not just talking about the ones they threw in the water. I'm not just talking about the ones they left at the border. I'm not just talking about the ones in your local community. I'm talking about the ones that were in foster care and so much more. Where's the children? Every time we have come on here to talk to y'all, we have turned y'all right back to the children. It's about the children. Ultimately, all roads lead to trafficking. It's about the children. There's no such thing as an underage prostitute. It's about the children. You can't just get a shipment of 50 to 100 kids without going through somewhere that had majority of the children. Where did the children come from? Where are they?
You're talking about the same little people that was with you with Diddy, right? Because remember, you went around social media telling everybody that you was one of Diddy party favors when you was, what, 15, 14, 15, 16, something like that. Right? You remember you telling everybody that you was his party favors and they had y'all on this wheel turning y'all around and had people selecting and they had little gift bags and stuff. Okay. All right. One of the girls didn't make it out, but every story you came out with, somebody next to you was unalive, but you always made it out. And now you speaking the truth, asking where the kids. Okay.
Now. And if they died, how come nobody has the damn respect to give them the same memorial that people are out in the streets fighting for over things like Black Lives Matter? COVID. There's no solution to things. We pass over it like a trend. The children. The children. Still. And we won't detour. And we'll always try to bring y'all right back to the children. I just want to know, after y'all see these threats, then what? You think once I put more information out, do you think it's going to stop, or do you think it's going to get worse? Let's take a poll. Seriously. After we say what we're going to say, after we give you more information, I'm pretty sure Snoop Dogg's going to be a little pissed at me. What happens then?
Katie Jones, you said something wrong with her. Leave that lady alone, bruh. Well, Katie Jones, give me a reason why I should leave this young lady alone. If you could give me a good reason why I should leave this young lady alone, I'll leave her alone. Just give me a good reason. Katie Jones, give me a good reason why I should leave this young lady alone. I mean, we know she lying, but that's not a good reason. You told me to leave her alone. Why should I leave her alone? Yeah, y'all caught that. Snoop has entered the chat. Y'all heard what she said that when she said that. Snoop might be mad. Remember, Snoop Dogg is the same person she said she was with at 13. She was Snoop Dogg's side candy when she was 13. Priscilla, you said she's definitely not lying. Priscilla, I just invited you up. Priscilla, I just invited you up. Okay, all right, you can deny it. All right. Well, no, thank you. Okay, well, cool. All right, well, tell me why she's not lying. I mean, she's not lying. Give me one reason. Just tap one good reason why she's not lying. No, thank you. I don't like to do text. I like to have a conversation. Right? Let's do this real quick. If you disagree, if you disagree with this live, and if you say Allie is telling the truth, I'm going to do this. Request to get inside the box right now, so we can have a conversation. Cause I see y'all been dropping it in the chat. How about you come up and tell me why she's not lying? All right. Ruby, how you doing? I can definitely hear you. Sound like you far away, but I can hear you. Can you sound a little muffled? Yeah. That's better. That's a whole lot better. That's what I'm talking about. That's a whole lot better. Thank you. Thank you. How you doing? That's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. So do you follow this young lady? Do you believe her? Like like what? S- all right, pause right there. Pause right there. Do you know if that happens a lot or it's just rumor? No, 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 no. That wasn't my question. I said, do you know that it goes on or it's just rumor? Okay. That's not like a word. Hold on. Listen. That that that's Oh, I should see. Oh, okay, okay. Character assassination. So that's like that hold on. That right there. That right there. Hold on. Let me mute you up. So that's almost like a rhetorical question, right? I ask you. You can't answer a question with a question. I ask you. Hold on, sweetheart. Hold on. I never said that. How about you let me get it out? I ask you, do you know, right? Do you know, physically know mean you put eyes on it, that you seen it, or you just heard through the grapevine that this stuff happens? I'm not talking about me because I spoke on this already. I'm asking you, do you know you physically seen it or you heard it through the grapevine? Through the grapevine. This movement of little people with celebrities. I can't say the T word, sweetheart. I'm protecting the life. Yes. Celebrities. Yes. In what industry? The music industry, right? Which is which is a host of celebrities, right? So do you know this happens? I'm just asking. How do you know? How do you know? How do you know? Oh,
Rebuke you in the name of all that is holy before I get out of this live too. Like, do you really not think that that's going on in the world? Really, is that the camp you're in, buddy?
how do you know?
No, answer my question, man, or I'm gonna have to just like exit and rebuke you in the name of all that is. I swear to God, because I'm seeing demons right now.
Okay. How do you know?
See those demons?
Mm-hmm. Get off me! God damn it! Shit! that one almost had me.
Rebuke it, baby. Rebuke it. Yes, sir.
That one almost had me.
Yes, Lord. Rebuke it.
Oh shit! That one almost had me. Bit me a little.
Rebuke it, honey.
Bit me a little.
Well, did you vote for Timpon Waltz? And then that'll kind of set me straight in terms of how we go forward.
How do you know?
That you voted for Timpon Waltz?
No. How do you know it goes down in the entertainment industry?
Do you eat at Cackle Barrel, bro? Because if you don't come clean, I ain't gonna be able to continue talking to you.
I mean, you
Weird ass.
I mean, you act like, I mean, I could be whatever you want, right? You act like you doing me a favor.
Get up here. Prove child trafficking is happening.
Okay.
Weirdo.
Anything else you got for me?
No.
Okay, I'm a
Because
weirdo.
you're a Timpon Waltz voter, and I ain't got no more time for you, bro.
Where'd that come from?
You voted for Kamala Harris site.
How do you
And
know?
you're proud of it.
How do you
You're
know?
one of them. You're one of those guys. Because you're up here denying that child trafficking is going on.
When did I deny it?
You're absolutely in denial of it. That's why you sit here all day carrying on and popping off and degrading and slandering this woman, not really knowing fully what you're talking about. I don't know if what she's talking about is true, but I don't know it not to be true. But I sure as hell would not have the huevos to get up here and defend myself speaking against her. Okay? Get help. Bye.
Goodbye. All right. Next, you know, you can't listen, y'all. You can't make this shit up. You can't. No, y'all say kick her out. No. This is what you call clipping. All right. This is what you call clipping. All right. Let's go to the next person. Okay, I can hear you, but I can't see you.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, but I can't see you.
Oh. Maybe I'm one of those demons flying around behind you.